All right. Kicking things off just a couple minutes behind my usual time here because it is oh, what is my game doing? Usually it takes up the whole screen. That's a little strange. That's new. New tech glitches, you guys. This is there we go. Now it's happening. All right. Yeah, we are live. It is it's not still not taking up the screen. Why not? Oh, is my game misbehaving? There we okay. All right. All right. There we go. Now we're rolling. Holy crap. All right. It is Monday. It is a couple minutes after 9. Got started a little later than I like to. And it is Monday Night Perry. We're playing still playing some Monster Jam Showdown. I've really enjoyed this game so far. And yeah, I'm excited to see what I haven't unlocked yet. There's a lot left to do. Got my sick new water bottle from RPM Fest. Bobby Gilbert in the chat. That's right. Monday Night Perry. It is Monday. You know what that means? That means it's Joey Nail's birthday. We'll see if Joey turns up. He might be busy. Might be in a food coma. Might have had too much cake. And who could blame him? 20 is a big year. He turned 20 this year. He is exactly half my age. Just a wee little Joey. Oh man. All right. We're gonna hop right into our showdown tour. Why not? We got stuff to unlock. We got levels we've not tried yet. We got trucks to find still. All right, let's have a look here. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff to finish in the Death Valley area. We got stuff to finish in Alaska and on the frozen shores. That's good. Looks like we're about maxed out over in Colorado. So let's I don't know, why not kick things off in the snowy area? Found something out about megalodon. What'd you find out, Bobby? All right, we're gonna hop into Alaska Stadium. See what we got here. Ooh, is this 4 freestyle events? Seriously? Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna get a little crazy here. 4 freestyles. All right, no time to waste. We're gonna hop right in. All right. It's a team scream truck. I actually knew that when you're at the live events and you walk up to it, you can really like just looking at it, you can see the resemblance between it and I believe it's Axe and an Avenger. You can see like the similarities. I actually knew that, and it's one of those things I just don't think of. Stay hydrated, folks. RPM Fest. Yeah, how about the Monster Jam 2025 schedule going up? Uh, I was excited to see that on one of the arena tours they got the Crazy Brothers. They got Crazy Train and Plain Crazy added on there. Like that's really exciting. Indie guys that are making it, and they're super young drivers. So it's exciting to see that. Come on, that's a sidewall. Give me those points. Give me those points. Followed by a bit of a bicycle, I think. Crack that donut in the middle. Hell yeah, let's go. Come on. It's funny that you were throwing out Megalodon info. I happen to be playing as Megalodon right at that moment. Joey Nails in the house. Let's go. Happy birthday, Joey Nails, playing as Megalodon in his honor. Man, yeah, Joey, I got to message you later. I've had some changes to my schedule that I don't even think are reflected in my little ticker at the bottom there, but there's a couple, at least one main show that I'm not going to make anymore. Kind of a shame. don't know if I'm going to win this one. My numbers might be kind of low. I've been kind of goofing off this round, not paying too much attention to what I'm doing. That big save score. Hey, happy birthday. Seriously, Joey, happy birthday, man. 20. The big 2-0. Practically an old man. Did you do anything special for your birthday? I hope you did. Oh, I got DQ'd because I fell out over by the crowd there. Oh, Perry, accept my request on Discord. I will. I never log on and look at anything, so I probably didn't even know it was there. Just worked at your job. You know, I'll be honest, that's how I've spent a large number of my birthdays after I was a teenager. And honestly, sometimes that was kind of for the best. Like, hard for all that much to go wrong if I'm turning the volume down on the game just a bit here. All right, hop back over. Blow it back up to full screen. It's weird that it does. This is one of the only games that does that. Very weird. But yeah, I spent most of my adult birthdays just at my job, you know, which is honestly kind of fine. Everyone at your job treats you pretty nice generally if they know it's your birthday, so it's kind of like half-assing it for the day, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Oh, ad. Womp womp. Here we go. I'm actually having a pretty okay run this time. Oh, there we go. Working that bicycle. Now, one thing I will say that I've realized kind of bugs me about the controls in this game is the same joystick that controls your sort of in-air movements. The right joystick is also the one that controls your rear steer. So if you're trying to do something with rear steer, but it thinks you're trying to control how you're moving in the air, it really kind of mucks around with you. Whoa. Oh no, oh no. Ah, I got first place anyway. I'm just going to let it ride out on the roof. Going to order this game for PS5 next week. Heck yeah, Joey Nails. Let's go. I think you're going to enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's really intuitive. There's really only like 4 buttons you need to know, one other, and like once you've played it through it a little bit, you kind of get the feel for how they all work together. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Okay. A lot of good points there. I'll take it. Let's see. Do we unlock anything, or is it going to be like, nah, dog? You gotta do. Oh, okay. All right. We got that. Hey, we unlocked Adam Anderson. Let's go. And some more graphics that kind of go coincide with that. Love that. All right. Upgrading to the PS5. Wow, actually, yeah, now that you mention it, that's man, I don't know if I've mentioned on stream before that the PC that I use for gaming is like kind of one of the first gaming systems that's ever been mine. Like growing up, my brother had all the game systems. I had a Game Boy, uh, very like late in Game Boy era. I want to say it was like the Game Boy Advance where it was just smaller. Um, and after that, I never had another game system that was mine. My wife has plenty of game systems. Come on, Perry, sing to Joey already. You know, I've been thinking about that, and I'm a little worried about a copyright strike. Because Happy Birthday is copyrighted. That's why when you go to like Applebee's and stuff, and someone has a birthday, they can't sing Happy Birthday. They have to sing some weird like branded Happy Birthday. Come on. Feeling it together with a drift. I'm starting to get the hang of keeping these things all kind of working together. It's hard though. Like stringing stuff together in this game is a little difficult because like I don't know if you even tap the rear steer, you pretty much lose control of the truck if you're not careful. All right. Little ethical action for dusty roads. Let's do a little crab walk jump there. Seems appropriate for one of the sea life trucks. There's a great clip of look, when I switch screens, Joey, it's very complicated. Now, it's possible that I'll be in first if I let these points add up, but I don't know. I had to save it on that one. That was close. Got first though. Bilby432. Hi. Welcome. Give him what he wants. All right, hang on there, Joey. Let me see what I can do. Hang on, hang on. Everybody be cool. Everyone's got a lot of requests of me all of a sudden. We'll see if I'm even logged into my Discord on this computer. All right. There's Yeah, I'll accept Joey Nails' request. Joey Nails, 5'2" and better than you. Damn, dog. That's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but all right there, I accepted it there, Joey. I know you all forget that I'm old, but I'm old. Everyone go be friends with Bilby on Discord. All right, Joey, if you're calling, you better call. And don't make me regret it. Keep it PG. This goes on my YouTube after the fact. Grandpa Perry. I know. Uncle Ben Cool. Hey, that's. Oh, I get it. Like Uncle Ben. Oh boy, here we go. Let me adjust. Joey Nails, you on?
I am. I am.
Ho 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 ho! Joey Nails on the line. All right, I'm throwing
Yeah,
the
I get to.
screen back up big. How's your birthday been, bud?
It was good. It was good, honestly. I mean, last night me and my family got Chinese and stuff like
Megalodon
that.
takes
Um,
first place and leaves
and
nothing to the
yeah, today mostly
competition.
just working.
Yep, I get that. Yeah, I have to say, like, I want to say like I did all these like exciting things the last few days, and then I never do. Like it's always like, I spent this weekend. I went to the county fair, and like really briefly, like long enough to get content, and then I went back for I went back for the truck pull, and it rained, and that just meant that now I'm actually going to mute the sound on the game so that we can hear you over everything.
Oh
That
boy,
just meant
yay!
it just meant that like the truck pull was really not great. Like all the pro pullers just like left before it started, so it was all just local dudes with their shitbox trucks.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Um, there we go. Just gonna bail that volume all the way down. Um, but yeah, Joey Nils, when are you wrestling next?
The next thing I have like an actual booking is for the Clipper City Rumble in for Atlantic Pro Wrestling, October 19th. I think it's like I always forget like I want to say Newburyport, Mass. Yeah, Newburyport.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's the home of John Cena, allegedly.
Oh yeah, yeah. The his
Yeah,
his build.
depending on what era of John Cena you watch, he's announced as being from there, or he's announced as being from Springfield, which is like right by where I am.
Oh
Bobby
yeah, yeah,
Gilbert says Joey sounds like a teenager.
yeah. I have the stream on. I have it muted and paused and uh freaking and I just saw Bobby commented that.
I mean,
And I sound like a teenager, but I'm 20.
yeah, I was gonna say like it's fair because the last time the last time you were a teenager was like hours ago.
Yeah, 12.
So
Yeah, but almost 9 plus 12, 17 hours ago.
yeah, and actually maybe less than that depending on what time of day you were born.
I think actually I'm technically still 19. I think 'cause I was born like in like the evening,
Oh, okay.
like
So
of September 9th. So I think I'm technically I think I'm I can't remember. I asked my dad like for it purely because I wanted to set up a weird like some girl wanted me to set up some weird astrology thing like so that we could see how compatible we were.
yeah,
And I asked my dad like what time I was born.
that sounds like some girl.
Yeah, no, we don't talk anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's just as well. I don't know if I could stand being around some astrology person.
Yeah, no, I all I know now is that I know I'm a Virgo and I'm a proud one. God dang it.
The first time I met Delmi's sister Ashley, we were training together, and I made some comment, and she kind of snickered to Delmi and goes, "Oh my God, what's your sign?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "You know." And I was like, "Yeah, no, that's I don't know, and I don't care to know. I don't even want to find out. Like that's just dumb." And Rip had to tell her like, "You're barking up the wrong tree, Ashley."
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm one of those like angry out of my mind skeptic atheist pro science people.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. I can't be bothered with astrology. Bill
You know,
Bilby in the
so
chat Bilby in the chat is realizing that you're a pro wrestler. And
yeah.
then yeah, go ahead.
But I just saw you met your follower goal. Congrats, Perry Von Vicious.
Hey, did I really? I'm not even watching.
Yeah,
I have these great alerts and they fly by and I miss them.
Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. You got 80 followers.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously?
You have a yeah. No, I'm looking at it right now. I promise. I ain't.
I would not have guessed that. I'm glad you're around to keep an eye on this.
Yes.
Bilby's also asking. He says, "Is Jimbo a pro wrestler?" I'm wondering if he means. I don't know who Jimbo is.
I'm assuming he might mean me. Like I was
Could
like,
be
because they
could
say
mean
Joey
you,
Nails
Joey.
real fast.
Yeah, Joey
Yeah.
Nails. Joey Nails is a wrestler. I am also a wrestler.
Yep.
In some ways, you could say I'm trading Joey Nails, but that's really a gross overstatement.
He's basically just he's just yelling at me until I don't suck.
I'm trying, man. I'm just trying to help.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you, Bilby says no way. Yeah. If you check out my links in my profile there, I believe my link tree should be there. You can follow me at Perry
Yep.
Von Vicious on all socials, and yeah, you can check out all my adventures. I vlog every week, and I spent a big portion of last year in Japan training under WWE legend Tajiri. And Joey Nails is based out of Maine, just a bit north of me, training out of the Limitless Wrestling Dojo, which is one of the premier companies in America. Really, I was going to say in the Northeast, but
Yeah.
it's in America.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Definitely. It's always really cool like go to limitless shows and then like be able to see the freaking like the clips on like a random highlight video.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When you get like the holy shit wrestling moments videos
Yeah.
on YouTube, or like even Botchamania will occasionally throw something in there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
that's
I
one of the things I really like about Botchamania is that they're it's very much a like yeah we show things that mess up, but mostly we're just showing cool stuff under the guise of botches.
oh yeah, yeah. Like it'll be like, yo, check out this really like awesome thing that happened that like went a wee bit awry.
Yeah, yeah, like it's definitely
Like,
like as much as it sounds like it should be something that's getting picked on, like it's definitely more of a like a love letter to wrestling.
yeah, I really actually I only like I say I know the guy that does it only through watching MXM streams.
Oh, yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Matthew,
Oh
the
yeah,
uh
yeah.
the
They always okay, yeah, his name's Matthew. I forgot. Like they always call him out. Like like because I can't remember what it was, but they had like some weird like kayfabe rivalry going with Botchamania.
oh, that's awesome. That's really fun. Yeah, and what's crazy is like he's become like a part of the culture in pro wrestling. Like like major wrestling companies make reference to it on the shows.
Oh
You
yeah,
get
like I
uh,
mean,
like you
Taz is
def
basically best friends with the guy.
yeah, like you definitely see some of the performers will occasionally sneak a like I am the table, or you talk too much into like their promos,
Yep.
and it's clear that they're
Yeah.
just doing it knowing they'll end up on the clips.
Yeah, no, that's you like I can't remember who it was, but I will say there was a wrestler who I didn't much like that showed up on Botchamania, and like I can't remember what it was, but he posted like here's some of the promotions I've appeared on, and I had to bite my tongue to comment like saying you got to add Botchamania on that too, man.
Hey, honestly,
'Cause
at this point, being a part of Botchamania, unless it's something where you got hurt real bad, it's kind of like a
oh
badge of
yeah,
honor.
oh yeah, it is, yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh,
I've
by the way,
I've
Perry,
never been
actually,
on.
yeah, because you don't make mistakes, Perry.
Well, none that anyone sees anyway.
Yeah, none of anyone who sees. Anyone that
Yeah.
does, like you just
Yeah, I just tell them like, no, 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 that was on purpose, or I blame Delmy. That's one I like to
yeah,
do.
yeah, you just point at Delmy and run away. You're like,
When we're all at Randy's house. Randy, for those watching, is the promoter of Limitless Wrestling and Let's Wrestle. We're all a bunch of us that had come down for the shows. We're all at Randy's house after the last Let's Wrestle, and Paul, the production guy, is commenting on the tag match that Delmy and I had, and uh, had some let's call it critique. And
what?
f- uh, maybe less critique, more just a grade that he gave it that was not great. And I just, you know, very quickly the conversation turned to our opponents. And I said,
What?
"Yeah, it's a
How?
shame. It's a shame Delmy was so bad in that match."
Yeah.
Got a big
Oh
laugh
man.
out of the room, but also like, I wanted to change the topic because I don't like talking about people when they're not there,
Oh yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah.
whether they're to blame or not.
Yeah, and you know, like, but Delmy, you'll talk about her all the time, right?
Oh, well, I mean, she's omnipresent, so
Yeah, yeah. She's always wait, what? She's here? Oh fuck.
as essentially my kid's sister, I can say whatever I want about her.
That makes sense. Like I said, I'm not ashamed to say this. Like, this is more of a warning to other people. Delmy XO terrifies me. I don't know what it is, but she
Now, I
scares
want
me.
you to know that when I was over at Rip and Delmy's doing leg day, I train legs over there now because they have better machines than I do. I
Oh yeah,
100% showed her our Facebook chat so I could show her you saying that you were terrified of her.
I hate you.
I mean, mostly I was showing it to her so she could see my response, where I just said, "That's the funniest thing anyone's ever typed."
I know. Yeah. Okay. Well, what was her reaction? Now I have to know this.
I mean, her reaction was she kind of just said good. And then she was like
Yeah.
laughing and going like, "I can't believe someone would be terrified of me." Rip's reaction was my reaction, which was to just laugh hysterically at someone being terrified of Delmy,
All
regardless
right.
of the
Good. Because
reason. Reasoning is irrelevant.
I
Just, the thing is, like,
I
where everyone else sees her and she's like this like star, she's been on TNA, she's been on AEW, she's been to Japan, she's on MLW every time they're on, WXW, she's been everywhere. That's what everyone else
yeah.
sees, and everyone else sees her like, done up the way she wants to look, carefully thought
I
about her
know. Yeah.
presentation and everything. Like, I've been over the house and seen her coming out of the shower with a towel wrapped around her hair and a flannel robe. Like, I can laugh at her because I
Yeah.
see her dressed like a 90s mom. Like, I've known her now 7 years since I moved back. And
Yeah. Yeah. And you.
she's currently 28. So I've known her since, just like, I met her a couple days after she turned 21. So like
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
known her
Yeah.
through all of her awkward 20s, and there is
Oh,
no
jeez.
facade for me. Like, there's no maintaining a cool facade. Like, I've seen her at her dorkiest. And same, I mean,
But
obviously the same goes for Rip.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
More
No,
so for Rip.
I will say part of the reason that Delmy does scare me is partly the osmosis from Rip of like, oh no, she's dating a guy that could tear me in half.
Rip's a giant teddy bear. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I
I
know.
mean,
Actually, I
that's
was
not true.
messaging him a little bit today.
We're gonna say, actually, the truth is that Rip is goddamn terrifying. Just
Oh
I'm
yeah,
friends with him, so it's okay.
yeah, yeah. No, trust me. I'm not gonna get too friendly. It's like, ugh.
But like, to give you an idea of like the level of crazy that Rip Bison is, like, probably the I'm stuck on these dumpsters. Probably the best description I can give is when we drove down to New Orleans for WrestleMania weekend to wrestle
Yep.
for Kaiju Big Battle. We drove from Massachusetts. And we had to make stops like in New York City proper to pick up other wrestlers and like stuff for Kaiju Big Battle, like all their costumes are there and stuff.
Oh
Uh,
god.
it's a long drive, and he took the Bobby Gilbert. Can I join the call? Give us a couple of minutes. I'm barely hanging with the tech. I can watch my game jumping from this call. So give us a couple of minutes, Bobby.
Yeah.
I'll throw you on too. Why not? Um, but yeah. Uh, so he took the first driving shift, which, like, it's fine. He and I have done long drives all over the place. Um, He took the first driving shift, and throughout this long drive that went through the night and into the next morning, it was, some 30 hours. Um,
Yeah.
I kept asking anytime we'd stop or anything like, "Hey, you need me to take over? You need me to take a turn?" He'd go, "No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." And he just kept saying it. And he never we got a I think we got a different look for Megalodon. We got another version of Megalodon.
Oh,
Oh, this is the
yeah.
Nitro. We got Nitro Megalodon from the All-Star Showdown, which was quite an event. It's the event where he did probably the coolest backflip in monster truck history so far. Yeah, we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch to that look before this next one. Um, but yeah, so he
Nice.
just kept saying, "No, no, I'm good. No, no, I'm good." And like, there came a point where it really started to become like we were all kind of a little bit worried. Like, we probably shouldn't let him drive anymore. Like, he's probably driven enough. It's probably getting unsafe now. And it went from that to like, it quickly turned to like kind of cheering him on. We were kind of like, oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do this whole drive on his own. So like by the end, we're
Oh,
just on his side. Like we're like, yeah, no, don't switch with anyone. You can do it.
yeah. No,
Terrifying.
don't relax your
Terrifying.
body. Don't rest.
What was wild is we got there and you would think after all that driving, we rolled into town at like 7 p.m. the night before all the shows started. And you would think, they got a hotel for us and everything. We'd all go crash in the hotel. Like immediately
Did he
go
sleep in the
zonked
truck?
out. No, we all said, "Oh,
Oh,
all right," and we turned around, got back in because it was a rental van that we all fit in comfortably. We all turned around, got back in the rental van, drove into frickin' the middle of New Orleans down to Bourbon Street, and we went walking around and finding food, and him and Johnny Torres and Delmy are having drinks and stuff, and we're just wandering the streets, hanging out in the giant party that is New Orleans until like 1 in the morning, like just Joey Nails just throw wildly throwing his wallet around over here.
yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's my birthday. Okay, this is
That's
my day.
that's true.
I'm
This is
looking at
this is
Bobby
a
joining
special
in.
thing for Joey Nails because it's his birthday.
Yeah,
Um,
this isn't a regular thing. I have broken him down to this.
it's true. I was getting private messages for like like at least a couple days this week asking if we could do this. And honestly, like earlier, I was thinking like, I absolutely would, but I was outside covered in dirt and concrete because we're resinking sinking some posts because we're rebuilding the deck here. And that was when I got the message, and I was like, I don't have it in me to figure this out tonight. Like I barely have it in me to actually make my stream happen. And then when you messaged me and you were like, look, I'm just gonna call you on Discord. Trust me, it'll work. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I was
Worst.
like when you were like I'm not sure how to do this. I was like I forget. First of all, I forget you're an old man. Second of all, I was like Perry, it's so easy, man.
Well, you also got to remember, like I basically until you guys friended me, I've had a dormant Discord for a couple years that I used one time to be on
Oh yeah.
a podcast, and otherwise, my streaming has been 1,000% solo. At some point, I got to do some group calls because I'm gonna have some of my wrestling friends on, and we're gonna do some watch-alongs of some matches and stuff. Some of my buddies from California, possibly some of my famous friends might come on. Their
I mean,
schedules are a little bit
I'm here
harder.
already.
Yeah, well, obviously my most famous friend is here.
Yeah, Joey Nails. Everybody knows
But
me, dude.
you never know. Like,
I
some of my
I
friends who are
play
with.
Fortnite with Channing Thomas. God dang it.
Well, I mean, I was talking about like possibly trying to see if Bailey might have some free time because she's mentioned it before. But there's no
What?
guarantee that that ends up happening.
Why? Wait. You never mentioned this. You're friends with Bailey.
Yeah, yeah. I was there the first night she ever set foot in a wrestling ring out in California. I'll
Why
set.
haven't you mentioned this before?
I've definitely mentioned it. Wait, are you ribbing me, right? You're
No, I
100% ribbing me.
swear
I've
I'm
mentioned
not.
this was mentioned
No.
this was mentioned at both of my seminars that you attended.
Perry, I was trying not to die at both your seminars I attended.
That's true. We put you guys through the ringer.
I know, I know. I mean, I'm not complaining or that like it was rough, of course, but like I'm sorry, but I wasn't paying attention to you mentioning that Bailey you trained with her.
Yeah, Bilby just says, "Is The Rock your friend?" No, but he is making a movie about Monster Jam, so maybe we'll be friends one day. Rock, hit me up,
Yeah,
give me a call. I'm easy to find.
yeah,
Joey got on the line with me.
yeah, yeah. If I can find him, anybody can.
It's true. But no, yeah, I've known Bailey since my time in California. We went to the same wrestling school out there, wrestled on shows together. There is a match buried deep in the archives of my YouTube that is a mixed tag of myself and some girl wrestler that I've never heard from since, against Chemo, who was a wrestler from out there as well, teaming with Bailey. So I do have one match with Bailey from back in the day. I believe
That's
she gets
awesome.
the pin on me at the end.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Well, here's my fun little connection story since you mentioned Bailey. I went to middle school with a girl who's currently best friends with Izzy,
Oh, okay. Yep,
like the
that's
closest thing to Bailey I can get is the
yep.
off-brand one.
Well, generationally, that is your Bailey.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
But yeah, no, I've known Bailey forever. We traveled throughout the West Coast together for a fair bit, and yeah, no, she's a delight. I have nothing but good things to say about Bailey. Uh,
that's so cool.
there's things that people wouldn't necessarily know about her. She was a skater girl. She also is like a maniac with a pogo stick. Like she can do all kinds of wild stuff. It's crazy.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and she's just like one of the funnier people I've ever known in wrestling. Like, and she does that thing that I refer to as being the comedy assassin, where you sit back and you wait for your moment and then you do or say the funny thing.
All right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite example is we were arriving to a show in Reno. We had ridden up we had ridden up our carload, no joke, was it was a big rental vehicle. There was like five of us local indie wrestlers, and then me and Bailey, two of the locals, one of the refs, and Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And
What?
yeah, they rode up with us because we were on shows together in California the day before, and then we did Reno, Nevada the next day. Um, and so we all ride up together. Almost fell off a cliff there. And we get where we're going, and we're all kind of like wound up from being stuck in the car for that long. So we're kind of like, there's a bit of horseplay going on in the parking lot. We're kind of like waiting till
Yeah.
someone's not looking, and then we shove that person, or really what we wound up doing is we started kicking each other's wheelie bags. Like you just give it a little kick and it falls
Wow.
over, and now you can't pull it anymore because it's like crooked. So
Oh yeah. Jeez.
we're all sort of doing that to each other, and all like
Yeah. Okay.
Bailey
I have
Bailey
to
has
ask though.
fallen way. What's that?
I have to ask. But is like Beefcake and Neidhart in on this?
No, but they're kind of laughing at us.
Oh, okay.
Beefcake was fighting a losing battle against his Bluetooth earpiece for his cell phone. He had
Oh
been
no.
he wound up smashing it on the ground because he got so frustrated. It was incredible to watch. Um, but finally, after like kicking a bunch of these, Bailey hadn't really been involved. She kind of fell to the back of the crew and was like walking behind all of us. And all of a sudden, she just shouts, "Luggage fight!" And her suitcase comes flying in the air and knocked the referee over. Like it was
Oh
such
my
a great
god.
like comedy assassin moment. Sat back, waited, stayed out of trouble with everyone, and then had exactly the punchline for the moment.
Oh my god. That's jeez.
Yeah, she's a riot. I can say this, her character when she first appeared on TV, that like super happy to be here, I can't stop smiling all the time. That's exactly who she is in real life.
All right. That's
Like
cool. All
a
right.
1000% who she is.
I mean, I have met her, but she was my first meet and greet I ever did.
Really? Is that right?
Y-
I'm
Yeah. There's photos.
gonna have to send you I'm gonna check right now while I'm between screens here. I believe I still have buried on my phone some old pictures of us together. And I'm gonna have to send you some from a young Perry and a young Bailey hanging out together backstage. We actually won our first championships on the same night at a show in Reno, Nevada. She
Whoa.
she became the women's champion for this company, and I became the whatever weird name they had for their mid card championship. I don't really
Oh
remember
yeah,
what it was called.
yeah, whatever it was. Oh my
Yeah, they always
goodness,
have
that.
some like actually, yeah, here it is. This is I'm gonna hold it up to the camera, see if it'll focus. It's me and Bailey when we won our first championships on the same night.
All right.
See, there it is. Yeah, that would have been gosh, that would have been 2010, I think. Fall of 2010,
That's,
possibly fall of
let's see.
2009.
I got a message. Was it in? Oh, Bobby just messaged me saying, "Ah,
But yeah,
oh
no,
my god,
she's
this."
she's great. Um, that's hilarious that she was like your first meet and greet. That's really funny.
Yeah, no, she was Raw Women's Champion at the time,
Um,
so
the uh,
she let me hold the belt.
the very first NXT house like outside of their Florida venue.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bobby Gilbert, who's the pasty guy. Man, that's how I look most of the time. Um,
yeah. I'll say you don't see Perry when he's got his ring light and his wife does his makeup up before stream.
I was gonna say like this is my summer tan, and I'm still like translucent, man. Like I hold my arm up, I am you can see through. But yeah, the first NXT event that was like outside of their little Florida venue there was in San Jose the year that WrestleMania was in San Jose. They marketed it as San Francisco, but the San Francisco Giants arena is in San Jose, so like, 40 minutes from San Francisco. Um
Oh yeah. It was like WrestleMania 31, right?
yeah, yeah. That year myself and my good friend Levi Shapiro, who is one of the head trainers for West Coast Pro now, and their
Yeah.
head of yeah, he's also their head of production over there. He and I were not wrestling on any of the shows that weekend that were taking place, but there was a stand-up comedy show happening that weekend, and I had done some stand-up for a while out in California. So we cooked up a thing where
Wait,
I would
wait.
do a little bit of my stand-up. He would heckle me, and then we would both be wearing tearaways down to our wrestling clothes, and we'd wrestle each other on the stage before like the other comedians on that show were like Macho Man's brother there. Oh shit, what's his name? It's hilarious that I'm blanking on like a legendary wrestler's name. But he was doing stand up on the show. Colt Cabana was doing stand up on the show, and then there was us. So we had two shows that night, and the first one we did our act, and as soon as we were done, we threw our tearaways back on over our wrestling gear and took off to the San Jose NXT show because Bailey had hooked us up with tickets. And
That's
we got
awesome.
there just in time. Like match one was just finishing. The next match was Bailey. And then as soon as that match was over, they went to like, they did an early intermission. So they did like two matches and then straight to intermission. And during intermission, we got to see like some of the referees that were there were guys we knew from the California scene. And we got to see Bailey's mom was there hanging out, and I'd known her forever because she had driven a bunch of us to shows. So I got to catch up with all them, and then we had to like sprint out of there right out to the parking lot, get in the car, sprint back to our venue, and do our second show. And we barely made it. But yeah, it was cool. I got to see Bailey's first WWE match outside of Florida, and it was in San Jose, her hometown.
That's super cool. I was
Yes.
okay. Sorry, but I'm kind of annoyed you stepped over this. You've done stand up comedy.
Yeah, yeah, for a few years. Oh, Herobotic in the house. Yeah, I did stand up for a few years out in California. I got to open for Anthony Jeselnik. I got to perform at the Hollywood Improv, the San Jose Improv. A lot of great
Is there any
venues.
video of this?
I believe I've kind of buried most of it on my old comedy YouTube, but I can find one and send it to you. I
Okay,
did a
please
lot of
do.
like
I want to see.
one-liner, sort of like dry delivery one-liner jokes, like comics like Anthony Jeselnik and Stephen Wright, Emo Phillips. Those were sort of like my favorites. Like one of my primary openers because it was an easy open. I would come out on stage, hey, how's everyone doing? Hey, I'm doing great too. This weekend I did my first marathon. Yeah, it was exhausting. 15 episodes of Law and Order SVU in a row, but I did it, and that usually worked as a pretty good opener. It doesn't land as well on a stream without a big audience to laugh, but still pretty good. We may have lost Joey.
No, you didn't. I just didn't like the joke.
Oh, well, if you didn't like that, you'll hate the rest.
No.
I
I'm
actually
kidding.
have a
I'm
few
kidding.
jokes
Sorry.
that AG has proudly stolen and just tells.
Oh, come on. Why? Oh,
Yeah, and
man.
he'll he'll
You
straight
stealing
up he'll straight
material?
up tell me that he was doing my jokes for people and that they were killing.
Oh, my God. Oh, but by the way, I just want to mention this before, before Bobby joins. What I did do for my birthday, I mentioned that comic shop that opened downstairs for me.
Hmm.
I went down. I bought some more X-Men cards. I remember I sent you the ones I've gotten before, but I was watching Wolverine X-Men Origins Wolverine, so I was
Hmm.
like, oh man, Gambit and Maverick are on that movie, and I was like, I wonder if they have them downstairs. So I went downstairs, and they had both of them in trading card form. So I now have
Man,
them.
having a comic shop downstairs, that's dangerous living, man. That's an easy
Yeah,
way to
no,
never
it's
have another penny to my name.
I know. Yeah, no, I've been lucky. We're honestly like I'm not a huge comic guy. Like I said, like I got the cards and stuff because he just so happened to have them. But like I, luckily for the most part, I'm not like a big comic guy. I like them, but I'm not one of those like I need to collect every issue.
Right. Like and I'm very much that same way. I think the issue for me is that if I had that kind of easy access to it, I would end up being a comic guy.
Yeah,
I think it would
yeah,
be a problem. Like, honestly, when I started recollecting all my monster truck toys, it was essentially at first it was just, I'm going to collect all the ones that I had when I was little and like the ones that I wanted when I was little, and that was going to be it.
yeah,
But then access to them started getting easier and easier because fans started gifting them to me and stuff, and I started
yeah.
being able to like 3D print my own versions of them and stuff, and yeah, now I haven't done a full count of how many I have, but I know it's got to be getting up to like the 500 range.
Oh,
Like I've just
jeez.
got boxes full of ones from fans down in my basement that I've never opened. Like they're just still sitting there waiting for me to go through them. But yeah, Joey,
Wow.
if you have the capability to add Bobby in on the call, you feel free whenever
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
the moment is right.
Let's see.
In a lot of
All
ways, you're
right.
my mod
So
now.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm trying to remember because like either week it would I don't want to have to make you like join another different like thing. So I'm gonna see if there's any way I can invite anyone. I can't remember. Bobby might have to like help me with this.
I believe in the two of you. I believe you can make it
Yeah,
happen.
there we go. Okay, so current members. Yep. Voice settings. Okay, no, that's my settings.
We're
All
getting
right.
closer.
Yeah.
These live troubleshooting. This is what the people tune in for. I'm convinced.
Yeah. Perry, you have 5 viewers. I think this is like a record for you.
That's not true. I've had a lot more. When I
Really?
was
Okay. All right.
yeah, usually it's when I'm playing either Beam or when I'm playing like WWF No Mercy. Like those are
Oh yeah.
tends to be when I get the live viewers coming in.
Yep. Yeah. Let me see. If I go on Bobby's thing, can I? If I were to let's say, okay, if I accidentally call out, it cut out, it's just because I tried. It's because I called Bobby instead of adding him.
Alrighty. I believe in you,
Let's see.
more or less.
Come on. You're already in a call. Join this call. Okay, no. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay. There is a pretty easy way for us to do this, Perry, but it's going to require you to go back on Discord real quick.
Okay. Give me one
So you're gonna,
second to finish this race.
yeah, finish the race. But so what you're gonna do, you're gonna go on Bobby's Discord, and
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna
Good,
see
good.
under little tabs. There's gonna be voice channels. It's gonna say general, and you're gonna click on that and join.
Okay, good, good. I think I've
Yep,
joined his
and
channel.
yeah, you did. Yeah, but it just you have to join the voice chat.
Oh, the voice chat. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. You're literally just clicking a thing, and you'll be in. It's I shouldn't have made it sound like it was gonna be harder than it really is, honestly.
Oh, no, it doesn't sound that hard. I'm not, hey, I'm not worried about it. All right, let's see. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's see here. Da, 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 da. You're gonna have to tell me all over again what I was doing because I was busy driving a monster truck and
Yeah.
not listening.
No, no, you're all good. Okay, so you know Bobby's server. So if you hit
Yep.
go onto his server,
Yeah, it's a very, very, very rich server.
yep, you're gonna see you see voice channels on the side, like
Mm-hmm.
the little
Mm-hmm.
tab that says voice channels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna hit
Mm-hmm.
you see a little like audio thing, and it says general.
Hang on. Yep, sure do.
Yep, I'm just gonna.
Did I do it?
Yeah, would you look at that?
Did I do
And then
it?
Bobby, anytime.
All right, Bobby, whenever you're ready, you hop on in.
Yep, say it's his server, so I'm not gonna tell him what to do.
All right, and I'm gonna as soon as I'm back over here. Okay, I got Taco Bell and Bilby asking me to play multiplayer, and I'm open to giving that a shot. I've not done multiplayer around here before. I also haven't had other people talking on my stream, so it's a lot of new experiences.
Yeah. You see, it on the day I was born, many new
Oh,
things
for
came into
crying
this
out
world. I
loud!
tell you what.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? I haven't held up my toy yet. So I was at the antique fair this weekend and happened to pass. I saw a lot of monster truck toys, but most of them were ones I was not collecting. Oh, what's my screen doing? Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh,
I think Bobby's back.
yeah, Bobby.
Uh, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Not much, just messing with my Joey Nails figure
Yep, good, good. Yeah,
while
I was gonna
outside.
I just picked up just within the last day. I'm holding it up for the camera. The Hot Wheels Monster Jam back when they were the makers, the small hubs version of Predator. Just
You
just
have
nabbed
to
that
send
over
me a
the weekend.
picture of that.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Um, one of the ones that's been on my list for a while. All right,
I'm
Taco Bell and
excited
Bilby.
for.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm I'm excited for next Saturday.
Oh, that's right. You got Monster Truck Throwdown coming,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
am.
awesome.
I'm going to. I'm going to have a lot of pictures and probably a lot of new diecast to go with them.
Oh yeah, I bet that's gonna be great, man. If I was going, I'd have been saving up for it because I every time I go to one of those, I always spend a lot of money. But yeah,
If you hear background noise, it's some. If you hear background noise, it's because I'm outside.
okay, that's right. You're a couple time zones from us. It's probably still daylight out where you are.
Actually, it's almost 10 p.m.
Really?
What? Wait, but you're in Michigan.
Yeah,
How do
that
time
doesn't
zones work?
track.
Eastern Standard Time.
Are you really?
What?
Yeah,
Somehow that doesn't seem right.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're in the same time zone.
I was convinced that we were not.
I could have sworn you're like Midwest, like our not mountain, but like central.
Nope, Eastern.
Wow. Well, learn something new every
Entire
day.
life is a lie. Jeez.
Oh yeah, my whole life is a lie. Everything I thought I knew.
It's all falling apart right now.
One day you've got it all together, all figured out, and the next thing you know, Michigan is Eastern time. Oh jeez, I'm
Oh,
taking a walloping.
if you look at my if you tend to look at my schedule, every time I have is every time I stream is Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I assume because I assume that's because that's normal people time. So you want to
oh,
be
for
like normal
crying out
people.
loud. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go with the people who've only ever lived on the East Coast, thinking that Eastern Standard Time is the only time.
Yeah, I'm
And
sorry. I'm sorry. That's from the stock market. That's how the stock market works, bro. Come on.
yeah, okay, yeah. How
I
many
thought,
stocks do you own, Joey?
well,
Yeah.
as Joey's soon to be a manager, all of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have given Bobby a free reign of my portfolio.
I see. He is your financial advisor. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
know.
why I have no money currently.
Yeah. Well, Hero says
I'm
it's the
currently
most
broke.
important time,
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. Well, I know Hero for a long time. I was his lawyer. He had given me power of attorney,
Oh
which,
no.
yeah, at the time we were both just English majors in college. I don't know what he was thinking. Like I wouldn't
He
have
gave you
trusted
power
you.
of attorney.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That just
I f-
sounds like a terrible thing to do.
I feel like I've kind of, I feel like I've kind of got my stuff together. Okay. My game keeps jumping out of full screen for no good reason.
I had to pause the game so I could join the call.
Oh, okay. So on your end, you had to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
See,
And I would
I
have
sat back and
rather.
let Bobby do all the hard work.
Yeah.
Well, me and Joey are your mods after all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
we're moderators, dude.
Wait, come to think of it, Hero shouldn't be taking the side of Eastern Standard Time being the most important time. Hero lived in California for a long time too. Like we lived in California at the same time. Back me up here, man. Come on.
No, but he's Eastern Standard Time pilled, so he's
Oh, I see.
cool.
Well, that's growing up as close to Boston as he is. Like that's, major city. Gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, fine, fine. Yeah, so we got Bobby going a monster truck throwdown soon, and then me and Hero we're hitting the the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks live tour this weekend.
Which doesn't have scratch attacks, so I don't see the point.
It doesn't, that's true. But it does have Bigfoot, the king of the monster trucks, the original Joey.
I think you're wrong with Bigfoot being king of the monster trucks. I think that belongs to identity theft.
I mean,
Identity
I I
theft.
I think identity theft is trying to usurp it for sure, which fits its name. Um, But no, for me, Bigfoot's always going to be king. I don't think you could be born in the '80s and not feel like Bigfoot's the one.
I was
I,
born in the 90s, so I think it's Gravedigger.
Yeah, exactly.
and
I
and I was born in the 2000s, so monster trucks are kind of lame.
I was gonna say you were born in the 2000s, so for you it's Scratch Attack,
Yeah, scratch
a truck
attack.
that
The
only
the
exists in
toy.
toy form.
Yeah.
I was going to say, for Joey, it would have to be Megalodon.
Oh yeah,
I, it,
Megalodon. Yeah, no, I
it
freaking
could
love
be, yeah.
Megalodon.
See, that's Joey's got to hit Monster
Which,
Jam when they come around so you can see Megalodon.
I've
but
been to Monster Jam shows like
Have
in the
you?
past.
When?
Yeah,
How
no,
long
like
ago?
my
Long
grandparents
time?
always took them. Like last time I think I went to was like 2016.
Okay.
this will actually be my first time actually going to see a monster truck event.
Really? Oh man, you're gonna have so much fun. And you picked a good one. You picked a really good one. Like especially like, when if you're fully grown already and it's your first show, that's a really good one. Like Hero is bringing his kiddo with us when we go to Hot Wheels Monster Trucks. and that's like the perfect first show for a little
Oh,
kid.
yeah. It's like the
Well,
most like
I'm 10 years younger than you and 20 years older than I'm 10 years younger than you, Perry, and 10 years older than Joey.
The three of us span a 20-year period, and you fall right in the middle. You split the difference.
yeah.
That's good. It's good. We're getting the full spectrum of adult monster truck fans. If only if I
Yeah.
could get one of the old guys I know on the phone, we'd have him here.
Oh yeah. So it can be like racist.
Oh God. No, I disavow people like that, so I wouldn't have any friends
I
like that
know.
to have on.
Yeah,
Which
I
is,
know,
Yeah,
Barry.
those kind of people need a Perry go round or two,
Yeah.
maybe three.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely passed on wrestling with people that are like that because I'm just like, no, no, I'm good. You keep your booking.
Yeah. No. So, yeah. Say it. Yeah. I really. Part of me feels like the booking wasn't even completely worth it.
Yeah, there's a couple folks up by Joey that I've wrestled who were like just on the edge of being on that side where I'm like, you know what? You're not full gone racist and weird. You're not my kind of dude. I can wrestle you.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be friends.
At least you never wrestled he who shall not be named on stream or ever.
That's right. No,
Yeah.
never wrestled. Was on a show with him some time ago in California, but that was a really long time ago before anyone knew he was crazy.
Oh
You
yeah.
poor man, I feel bad for you.
I will say this, he's billed as being like, like I think he's billed as being 6'3", so like my height. I towered over that fool. He is short. Like he's
Oh
5'10".
really? Oh
He's
jeez.
5'10" if he's a foot. Like, and I outweighed him too. So, this
Oh yeah.
supposed bodybuilder, big wrestler guy, little bitty dude, man, screw him.
Yeah. Oh, he. Okay, I'm sorry. Is the certain person did they get their name stolen by another wrestler somewhat
Sure
recently?
did. Hell
Yes.
yeah, they did.
Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hell
my
fucking yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah. Not
that's another
stolen,
one of my
rightfully
old
taken.
friends. Another of my old friends, Dark Sheik. I've known Dark
Valerie
Sheik
Venus.
for, yeah,
Yeah,
Valerie
Valerie
Venus.
Venus. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I've known Dark Sheik for, gosh, got to be, wow, like almost 15 years. We wrestled in what I would refer to as a previous life for both of us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've never wrestled for Hood Slam.
It almost happened a bunch of times. I was almost on the very first Hood Slam show.
I think
Um,
I remember you sharing a story about that.
Yep. Myself and Aaron Solo, who most will know from AEW and ROH.
Oh wow.
Um,
He was
uh,
Bailey's ex.
that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yep. I knew them when they first started dating, and they were together a really long time. They were engaged
Yeah, I was
even.
aware. Like,
But yeah, Aaron Solo, who I adore. I was his first like 9 matches. Like his first 9 matches were all against me. Um, he uh he was supposed to be the driver for myself, him and Bailey to all go be on the first Hood Slam show. They had Lars Fredrickson from Rancid doing commentary on that show. So we
Oh,
were like,
that's fucking awesome. Oops,
yeah,
sorry.
we were like, this is gonna be so cool. Like, oh man. And then like that morning, Solo was like, dude, my car is not working reliably. And so we all
oh
had
yeah.
to
Big
call off.
oof.
And then there was another time I was supposed to, they were doing like a street fair show, and I was going to take their popular role of Prawn Cena, uh,
Oh my god.
just dressed like John Cena, but you had lobster claws. Um,
Oh my god.
yeah, he would
That's
go like this
awesome.
and say, "You can't SEA me," because it's the other kind of C.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Um, and I was going to be that character for that show. And myself and Levi Shapiro, who was also a regular at Hood Slam at the time, were in the car together driving back north from going to Disneyland. Like we had a show 2 nights earlier, did Disneyland, and we were driving up to try to make the show. there was as happens in California, there were wildfires, and we got stuck in some terrible traffic trying to come over the mountains
Oh
in
yeah.
SoCal, and it just became really apparent we weren't going to make it, and we had to tell Sheik like, yeah, we're stuck. But
Don't you
she's always
also
been she's always been very understanding. And in fact, I was supposed to do Hood Slam in 2020. They had a
And
contest where the best promo would win a booking, and Sheik would agree to fly you in from anywhere, put you up for the weekend. They had two shows, and there was another company running shows that you could work for. And so you'd get three shows out of the whole weekend. She would pay for your flights. She'd put you up somewhere. And so myself and Rip Bison did a promo for it, where we went into my backyard with a gigantic Gallagher style mallet and smashed a bunch of pumpkins, set to the Smashing Pumpkins. This was before
okay, I would
Billy
say that's
Corgan had
just
bought the NWA.
yep.
um, yeah, not a great product these days, but
No.
along with them being kind of problematic. But that's neither here nor there. Uh, we won, and she kind of messaged me and was like, I feel kind of bad having like a friend win this thing. Like, do you think anyone's gonna care? And I was like, I don't think they're gonna care. And then she also mentioned like, yeah, I really hadn't planned on it being a tag team that won, so I guess I'm flying the both of you.
Oh my
And
god.
we were supposed to fly out. Flights were booked, and like 5 days before we were supposed to fly was when the world started shutting down. They shut down the NBA. They announced that Mania was off,
Mhm.
and we called the airline and had to cancel our flights. And who knows? Maybe we'll still make it out there one day. Most of that crew are all old friends of mine. Anton
And
Voorhees,
you'll
the
fly me out
link.
too, right, Perry?
I mean, I'm not flying. I'm not flying myself out. I'll get flown out by someone else. Truth be told, I almost wound up doing. The Hood Slam has their academy shows. Their like school or their training facility does shows every Thursday. And when I was out in California in January, they almost had me come in, and I was literally just gonna like do a surprise run in to do like a make a save for Anton at the end of something and hit someone with a parry go round, and that was gonna be it. And it just wound up being that like where I was traveling that day and what I was up to, the timing wasn't gonna work. So like I pulled off of doing it like a couple hours before the show. But the Stoner brothers and Anton are the three head trainers there, and they were super cool about it. They were like, "Man, next time you're out, we got to plan it ahead of time. We'll do something crazy." And so yeah, there's still a chance I could still end up doing something for Hood Slam.
Don't you also know Bros of Joe Brody?
I absolutely do. I don't know if everyone realizes that Broseph, under his other performing name, AJ Kirsch, was one of the like finalists on one of the seasons of Tough Enough.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he
I
was a
didn't
Tough
even
Enough
know he was
guy.
a wrestler.
Oh yeah, and he's great. He has retired from that since then. Um,
Damn, I wish I could see some of his matches.
if you dig through the Perry Von Vicious YouTube, you can see Perry Von Vicious versus AJ Kirsch at All Pro Wrestling in California. We only got to work together one time, but we had a lot of fun.
Didn't he use the stunner after? Didn't you mention he used the stunner after Tough Enough?
Yep. He sure did. And in that match, he not only hits me with a stunner, he also hits my manager Matthew Thiel with a stunner. And
Goodness.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna be totally honest. My manager took a way better stunner than I did. My timing was way off, and it looked terrible.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it was a real big bummer
I
for
wonder
me.
during Joey's match against you when that happens, how well I'll be able to take a parry go round.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, all you got to do is tuck your chin. You know,
Let's just tuck your
that's
chin and go for the ride, man.
yeah, tuck your chin and try not to look down
Hello?
because it's high up there.
Yeah, I got spun around in it. I was lucky where he didn't send me through the ride, but I got to be in it.
And I took it pretty easy on you. Like I didn't spin at full speed. Like, you
That
watch
was that wasn't full speed.
no. One of the ones I like to show people, if you watch me versus Travis Huckabee at Pro Wrestling Grind, it was I think the third Grind show, it was the main event. Um, Probably one of my all-time favorite Perry-go-rounds. I it was a feud. It was like a blow-off match to a feud, and there's a good enough size difference between myself and Huckabee that we could make that move really matter. And he had been working my leg up to that point. So building up to me actually getting him in the Perry-go-round was a big moment. So when I got there, I was like, boy, I gotta send it. This has
Yeah.
got to be a full send Perry-go-round. And yeah, I committed.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
the only oh,
I kind of froze for a second, so I needed to rejoin.
all good.
Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, the one on Travis Huckabee is the top one.
I really like the one he hit on Hazard at the last Limitless show. Or not the last one, but the last one in Yarmouth.
Yeah, that was a good one. I enjoyed all the ones I gave in Japan were great and got a great reaction.
Oh yeah, I was to say like what did the fans over there think of it?
Oh, they loved it. They took to it right away. The wrestlers took to it right away too.
Oh yeah.
Like Tajiri was a big fan of that move. Really, really liked the Perry go round.
I
Didn't you say he ran around the locker room saying that your move is called the Perry Go
Yeah,
Mm.
Round?
he asked me what do you call it, and I told him, and he loved the name. So he ran up to everyone else and going, he calls it the Perry go round, and they're all laughing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
I was
was
just. Oh, sorry.
no, I was gonna say I was just glad the joke got over because with the language barrier, there was no guarantee.
Oh yeah, I would say, but like over there, I feel like I don't know if it's like just the I say a me thing, but like I think like I say like amusement park rides are like really big over there.
They
So
are.
a merry-go-round would be known.
Yep, absolutely it would. I was pretty disappointed. Initially Rip and I had planned at the end of that trip to head up north to Tokyo, and we were gonna hit Disneyland before we went home. And we wound up changing our plans, just, you know, get home sooner because we'd been gone for 3 months. And I do kind of regret not going. Like my wife and I are going to go out at some point, so not a big deal. But I really wish I'd gone then. Like I kind of regret that. There was also um, probably an hour from where we were, which was hard to do because we had no cars, and Uber's expensive. An hour from where we were, there was a Hello Kitty theme park that
And you didn't go?
I wanted to go so bad. I was like, if nothing else, this is great vlog content. And
Oh my good
Rip was,
Perry, come on!
oh, dude,
Damn it, Perry!
the problem was it was like impossible to find a way there because none of the other wrestlers, like all the other wrestlers, were older than us and had like kids and stuff. So like we weren't asking them to grab their car and come with us somewhere. Like they were just going to be like, no, I have kids. And then there was Kodai, who was the only young Japanese guy with us. He's 26 and he's their heavyweight champion, who had no car. He had
How
a
about Jet
Vespa
Li?
scooter that he got around on. So there was no way he was giving me a ride on that thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would have been funny to see.
Well, when I lived in California, I got around on a Vespa scooter as my main transportation. I
that's
would take my
hilarious.
entire gear bag in a backpack and I would ride a Vespa scooter 2 hours to a wrestling show. Which
Oh,
at
by
my
the way,
size and
Perry,
build was quite a sight.
did you hear that they're retiring Dragonoid?
Yeah, and Max D, I think.
Oh, that's I didn't hear about that. I heard that they were retiring
Oh, yeah, the
Dragonoid and Zombie
Zombie
because of the
too, huh?
Marvel trucks.
Oh yeah,
Which
I
one's
know.
Yeah.
Dragonoid?
I know the Marvel trucks are coming back.
Bakugan.
Yep.
Oh, the Bakugan one. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
heard
have
about
the
those. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but two of the trucks that I've seen a bunch that I played with on Beam, the Crazy Brothers, Crazy Plane Crazy and Crazy Train. They did like two Monster Jam shows this year. And their performances were so good that they've been added to an entire section of the arena tour for next year.
isn't the driver of Plane Crazy still a teenager?
Yeah, he's like 19. And Crazy
What?
Damn.
Train is
So
his
he's
brother who's like 21.
also they're not much younger than Joey.
Yeah, one's younger, one's older.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, imagine if you
Well,
were added to an entire Monster Jam tour at your age.
yeah, like if it's like yeah, so like like what do you do for a living? It's like you see that massive truck over there? I'm on the wheel of that.
I more or less crashed that for money.
I crash that thing for money.
Yeah, that's there's a fine line between crashing on purpose and crashing by mistake, and there is no way to tell where that line is in Monster Jam. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know Sparkle Smash being added to the lineup has also caused them to need to like weed out some of the other trucks. I believe that's the one that they're sort
Right.
of viewing as taking over the Dragonoid spot because it's a great toy tie-in.
Or Soldier Fortune because they kind of took
That's
their
right, yeah.
driver.
Yeah. Which is fine with me because if I had to pick between Soldier Fortune and Sparkle Smash, I think Sparkle Smash is cooler.
Yeah,
Right. But also,
I really like Sparkle Splash. I there's not many of them that I want more toys of, but I think that is one of them.
Yeah, it was rad at World Finals this year when they unveiled that it had been made into a real truck.
right. I thought the whole Fortnite thing was gonna be a tie-in for a Fortnite truck.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little surprised that they sort of had one at the World Finals and then nothing since. Um,
Right.
Wait, Fortnite had a monster truck?
yeah,
Yeah.
just
It was a stunt thing for Monster Jam World. It was for the World Finals.
It was really funny. So it's based off the character Megalodon.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
So in Fortnite, the character that this truck is based off is called um it's called Megala Space Dawn.
Ah, okay.
So he's
I had these two.
he's a big boss guy, but like but yeah, no, that's really cool.
Yeah,
Speaking of,
I'll be interested to see if we end
speak,
up with a truck based on the Disney Monster Jam movie.
yeah, that's going to be an interesting tie-in.
Yeah, yeah, really, really strange. Especially like The Rock starring in it. Like I get it. Weird choice.
Yeah, still is weird. Yeah, no, I like it's cool, but it's odd.
Yeah, like they
Well,
they.
The Rock said
Mhm.
he was a big monster truck fan.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, I think honestly, I think most people are like, it's not
Yeah,
that
like
people necessarily follow it religiously, but like, I feel like it's very rare that you talk to someone and you mention monster trucks and they don't say like, oh yeah, yeah, I love those. At least when I was little, you know.
yeah, I feel like every like child like saw a truck with huge wheels doing donuts and dirt and crushing other cars and was like, you know what, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Joey, I'm gonna send you later on. I'm gonna send you a clip on YouTube. The first ever, and I think Bobby and I talked about this in the chat on here. Hey, Grizz is here. Hey, Grizz just raided, and I totally missed it because I'm talking. I got Joey Nails and Bobby Gilbert on the line here. But yeah,
Yo,
I'm
yo,
gonna send
yo.
I'm gonna send you a clip later. Bobby and I talked about it before. One of the earliest monster truck things either of us remember watching. was this special called Return of the Monster Trucks. And the whole special's
Okay.
great, and it's super indicative of what monster trucks were like in the 80s. You know, it first came out in like 86 was when it was filmed and aired. But there's a sketch in it about the monster truck Awesome Kong 2, and it's about how the owner of that monster truck woke up one day to hear that someone at the gas station down the road from his house was being robbed while he was there filling up the gas in his monster truck. And so he chased down the robber with the monster truck, and the guy went to hide inside of his mobile home, and he crushed it. It's the
Oh,
it's the
That
most
is
unhinged.
awesome.
Oh, and the dude has like a gun and stuff. And he's shooting at the monster truck, and then he crushes the mobile home, and half of it's still standing. And the dude comes running
oh
out
my
with the
goodness.
gun in his hands, and throws it on the ground to surrender to the monster truck.
Oh my
It's
god.
so good. I'll find the clip and send it to you. It's one of my favorite
Please
things.
do.
Oh, I don't think
The-
I've ever heard you tell me about that before. I gotta see that too.
Oh man, it's incredible. It's definitely on YouTube in its entirety, and if you want to see the entire show, Return of the Monster Trucks, it's on Tubi in its entirety, and probably on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh hey, Grizz was
All
doing a
right.
watch along of the Blitzkrieg Luau over on their channel. Did you guys get to watch the Mother of All Scrambles, the match I was in? Because I'd
That's
love
the
to know
one where
what you
you
guys
got.
thought.
That's the one where you got beaten up by Donovan Dijak, wasn't it?
That happened at the end of the show. Yeah, that was a little while after my match because he just sort of did a run-in thing at the end. But yeah, that match I was in for almost 25 minutes. I was in that match a long time, and finally at the end, it came down to myself and Sammy Diaz, and he got the win. Fair and square too. Just a big old frog splash took me out. This Friday, actually, I'm going to be in the ring with him again for Blitzkrieg. I have a triple threat match in Westfield, Massachusetts. Myself and Mike Graca and Sammy Diaz. And it's at a very cool event, sort of a crossover. It's Blitzkrieg Pro and a bunch of ska and pop punk bands playing. So it's sort of like a little half concert, half wrestling show. It should be really cool.
Oh,
And
my promotions pay per view is this Saturday too.
oh yeah, we
Where
we we we
yeah,
gonna we
Joey
gonna we gonna
Nails.
see we gonna see Joey Nails win the big belt.
That's going to be happening on a show, just a normal show. He's
Oh.
going. Joey Nails is going to be going
Whoa.
against the San Antonio Idiot
Oh
in
man.
in a squash match, nonetheless.
Whoa, man. Hey, real Booker man. There ain't no need to be spreading that, man. Come on.
Hey,
Respect
you're
you,
Keep
going
it
to be
Booker
real
the
man.
one.
kayfabe.
You're going to be the one beating him.
Well,
Yeah, no,
maybe
but
beating him. Wink, wink.
uh, yeah, I'm gonna do it through pure grit and fortitude. I'm hitting
Yeah.
the nail gun. He's going down for the 1, 2, 3.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
Can we
just
back
going.
up for a second here? Your finish is going to be called the nail gun.
Yeah, it's a stunner. It's a nail
Oh,
gun.
it's okay. Oh, see, I didn't know this. I That's
Oh, really?
something I should.
I could have sworn I've told you that like I use a stunner and I call it the nail gun.
Well, I mean, certainly I've never been in the situation where I would see you hit your finish. So
Oh yeah.
right now, your finish is counting the lights.
God dang it. I don't no. It's kind of lights, and then on the show that I was on with you in Island Falls, I ate the floor.
Ow.
Well, that'll happen too. That's right, because that was a battle royal.
He has a battle royal. Blade Bandit throws me over. He threw me over the top, and like I was trying to post on the edge of the ring, like get to be able to kind of cartwheel down to my feet. I lost my the ring was slippery, so I lost my post
Oh,
and
no.
bounced off the ropes and landed flat right on the ground.
I think Perry probably lubed up the ropes.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, that okay. Like I'm
that
not like normally I'm all for dogging on Perry, but that ring was dangerous,
yeah,
man.
that whole show was dangerous. It was raining out. It was humid, and people like rest. Our locker room was outside, so as we went inside, we kind of like brought liquid with us. that floor was soaked, and then they had one of the the trainee kids. They sent him out with a mop to try to mop it up, but he didn't wring it out first, and it was full of soapy water, so it was just soap and water on all the floor everywhere. It was like a skating rink. It was
Wow.
oh, it was, and then the ring had one of those, you know how sometimes it's a canvas mat that's there, and then sometimes it's more of like a shiny like a vinyl. This was
Almost like a
vinyl,
tarp.
it was all soapy and wet. It was so dangerous.
Yeah, no, that show was not I thought it was a great show overall, but like just not fun to be in the ring or
Oh,
walking around.
no, not at all. And honestly, like considering the amount of danger that was inherent in that situation, I think everyone did a really good job. Johnny
Oh yeah,
Torres
no,
made
the
some great points after that show where he was sort of saying like that show was way better than it had any right to be, and it's hard to disagree. Oh, this
A
yeah,
is
no,
wrestling show I went. I'm sorry.
oh no, no, you're all good. I was just saying, it's like, yeah, I thought the overall show was really good. I mean, of course, you have Joey Nails,
oh for crying out loud.
getting Alexander Lee's back and punching everyone in the Battle Royal.
A classic Megazord
The
move.
peer pro wrestling event I went to, it wasn't too hot or too cold out,
Oh, that's
and it
on an
was in
outdoor show.
July.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's really important on those outdoor shows because I've been on a few where yeah, it was regrettable. Myself and Levi Shapiro in California in July. We wrestled 3 shows in one day, 4 matches.
Ugh.
We had
Ugh.
Mean.
like a late morning show that was like some charity thing, and we wrestled a battle royal, and then we had a singles match against each other. And in that singles match, we knew we didn't want to like do too much because we had to get in the car and drive to 2 more shows before the day was over. And so we were like, oh, let's take it easy out there. We'll just we'll maybe a lot of like holds or something. And it was so hot, and the mat was one of those vinyl guys that just holds the heat.
Ugh.
And yeah, we wound up having to scratch that entire plan because every time we bumped and touched the mat, we immediately had to jump back up because we were getting burnt by the mat. Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah, it was not great. But we did manage to make all 3 of our shows, which was really no small feat because they were not close to each other. The first show was like SoCal proper, like LA, and then the next show was like the valley just north of LA, so that wasn't too bad. But then the last show was Fresno, so we had like 4 hours to drive to get there. Yeah, that was a
Holy
long
cow.
long day.
Yeah, wow.
But
Like,
yeah, look forward to that, Joey
yeah,
Nails. That's your future.
oh god, yay, yippee,
Learn
wrestling's
learn to enjoy
awesome.
car rides.
Oh no, no, I'm more than looking at car rides. It was more the hot canvas, like that was more my.
Well, I mean, yeah, we don't run into a ton of that here. I feel like New England promoters are real careful with how many outdoor shows they run because it's not always super reliable. We get
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
but I
rain
mean, like,
and
but but the fairs and all that.
yeah, that's right. Up where you are in Maine, you get a ton of like fair shows. Down
Yeah.
here, we had the problem sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s. There was a big problem down here of a lot of like backyarder feds running,
Oh goodness.
and they burnt all the fairs. Like, they would come in, they would do their garbage wrestling. Some kid would get hurt, and it was just not
Yeah.
good. And they'd be swearing when it's supposed to be a family show because they were not professionals. And so
Yeah.
now none of the fairs out here will put wrestling on. They just won't have it.
That's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. I know Grind is planning to talk to a couple of the fairs out here because it's been a while, it's been long enough that it's new people running it, and
Yeah.
we might be able to talk to them and do something a little different.
So the stickers that you sent me with the Jelly Nils figure, I
Yeah.
put them all on my Xbox.
Oh, hell yeah. That makes a lot of sense
So
since
that way
you get to see me gaming all the time, but now you get to see me when you're gaming.
Yeah.
and you also you also are keeping an eye on for the closet demons that are in my closet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I will say, uh, Bobby jokes, but I'm gonna be real. I'm I'm dumb and have anxiety. So sometimes at night I'll be like listening to some like creepy pasta or something like that. And, like I got that little anxiety of like, rationally I'm like, there's nothing that's gonna get me out there if I go to the bathroom. But that irrational part of my brain's like, but what if there is? And then my rational part is like, I have friends like Perry, and he would, if a demon got me, he would Perry go around that guy.
I was gonna say
Eh,
you're also scared of Delmy, so I'm aware of your irrational fears.
You know what? She is terrifying. I don't care. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to clip. I want you to clip this and post it and send this to her. She is terrifying, and I don't know why. But tell her to stay away from me. Tell her to stay far away.
Nope. I'm gonna
Elby
make
seems
sure
like a pretty cool person.
she is. She's super cool.
Oh yeah, no, she's great, but terrifying.
I would be more afraid of Rip.
I'll tell you, the Japanese certainly were. Um,
I'm sorry for the yelling in the background. That's my cousin yelling for his dog.
well, sometimes you got to be loud if you want a dog to hear you. I get it. Um, but yeah, no, the Japanese were terrified of Rip. He and I would walk to the gym, not together, but sort of at the same time.
Yeah.
And so I would see him like a block ahead of me, and I would watch Japanese school children cross the street to stay away from him. And
Oh
then
my
they would
god.
cross back. They would cross back so that they could wave at me and talk to me. Like
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just
Oh,
not scary to anyone.
Uh,
Uh, but Rip has resting heel face. That's the term I
yeah.
like to use for it. And he is terrifying to people who don't know him well.
No, I remember during the Island Falls show, because I wanted to check out his gauntlets that he had, like that he wears for his entrance. I was like, and I was like so terrified. I was like he had set down and everything, and I was like after his match, and I was like, hey, Rip, could I check out those gauntlets you wear? And he's like, go ahead.
That's funny.
but to add on to what Joey was saying about irrational fear,
Hmm.
I've been doing some front yard camping in the past few days.
Cool.
I'm still doing it right now. And last night I had a rational fear because it was so windy that a damn demon was going to come out of nowhere and eat me.
I don't blame you.
Hey, it could be worse. I have an irrational lack of fear, which just puts me
Oh
in a lot
god.
of danger. This
Yeah. It's, it's,
morning,
it's, it's,
you can look on my Instagram and know exactly when it happened. If I put up a post this morning of a couple gym pictures, and in whatever time those were posted, I hit send, and as I was finishing it, I was thinking like, man, these chickens are making a lot of noise. What is their problem? So I'm figuring like, oh, the bobcat's back in the yard or something. So I go to look and I don't see anything. So I'm looking up in the trees and I don't see any hawks or anything. And so I go, oh, maybe one of them laid an egg. They always like they make a lot of noise when that happens. So I go check the egg box, no egg, and I'm like, that's weird. I come back up on the deck as my wife comes outside and says, "Hey, did you see the bear?" I go, "Bear?" And she
what?
goes, "Yeah, it came right up to my office window." I go, "Really?" She goes, "Yep, I was on a call with my coworkers." And I shit you not, where I was standing posting on Instagram on the back deck was probably 15 feet from where this bear had been. And I
Oh
just
my
didn't
god.
Holy
notice,
hell!
just didn't even notice, just went about my business, had no idea it was there. Apparently, the bear saw one of our cats in the window and didn't like it, so took off.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think bears are afraid of cats.
Bears are afraid of everything, man. The first time we had a bear in the yard, my only thought in my head was, oh no, my phone's inside. I'm not going to get a picture. And
Oh my
so I
goodness.
started walking to the screen door so that I could grab my phone. I could see it. It was right inside the screen door. And as soon as I moved the screen door, just that little sliding, rolling noise of a light
Yep.
screen door, that bear heard it and booked it into the woods and was just gone in a
Yeah.
flash.
Dang.
Yeah, they're scared of their own shadow. When I was a kid, we had a bear wander through my parents' yard back to where our dog had her outdoor run. And we're going, oh no, oh no, the dog. Yeah, dog chased the bear right the hell out of the yard. That thing went
Oh my
sprinting when it
god.
heard and our dog was just a little bitty like cocker spaniel.
Holy shiza.
Yeah, that bear heard dog barking and saw something faster than it and went, no, 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 I'm good, and just took
Yep.
off.
It didn't want none.
I
Yeah,
just had to get past two Team Scream trucks.
I just barely took first position in my race, and I'm on the last lap. It's been an uphill battle talking with people while racing. Like usually I just talk
Oh
at
yeah.
people while I race, but yeah,
Are we?
uh, the bears have become a thing that we're just used to here. Like one time, I looked out the front window. I'd just gotten out of the shower. I look out the bedroom window, and there's two bears in the front yard. And I thought, oh, I got to show my wife. I got to show her. She's gonna love this. She does wildlife photography. She's taken some great pictures of bears in the yard. And so I go to find her, and I look out back by the chickens, and she's not there. She's not in the garden. I go, oh, maybe she's in the house. I look around the house, she's not there. And huh. And so I go and I look out the front door by where the bears are. She's like 50 feet from the bears, back to the bears' earbuds in, gardening in the front yard. I go out
Oh
and kind
my
of wave
goodness.
my arms, and she looks up and takes an earbud out and looks at me, and I point over where the bears are. And she turns, looks back at the bears, looks back at me, and goes, I know. Puts her earbud back in and goes back to gardening.
Oh my goodness.
She just could not be bothered
Wow.
by them. And I mean, truth be told,
Oh,
they really don't care about us, and they don't care about the chickens either. They're not going to eat the chickens. They want the chicken feed. That's more the thing
oh
they're
I
really?
thought
interested in.
bears. I thought bears were very vicious animals.
I mean, if you get between them and their cubs, yeah, they can be.
Oh
And
yeah.
they're
And
certainly
then,
strong and dangerous, but generally speaking, they're
and
just
if also if you get involved in their territory too.
yeah, yeah. Thankfully, it's our territory, and they're usually just passing through. We get them in the spring and in the fall when they're coming in and out of hibernating. Here, Robotics says in the chat, I've only seen bears. Basically says I've only seen bears in the wild once, but it was when Perry was helping me move. That's absolutely true. I was in my truck, following him in a moving truck, and we were driving to go get a bunch of stuff out of his storage unit, as a bear crossed the street right in front of him, and I could see him like looking in his rearview mirror at me, like, "Did you see that?" Robotic has the luxury of having grown up more or less a city kid, growing up in the Boston area, and then living in L.A., and then moving back to the sort of greater Boston area, the Salem. So like a lot of areas where you wouldn't see a live bear. I grew up in the sticks here, so yeah, wild bears. We had a bobcat in the yard just a few days ago. When I was in California, we lived in the mountains outside of Santa Cruz, and I didn't see any of the bears there. There are some. There's mountain lions there. We didn't see any of those, but I saw bobcats at my work every day. I worked in the middle of a redwood forest. I saw bobcats every day. We saw rattlesnakes all the time, scorpions, just all
Oh
all
my
manner
goodness.
of crazy wildlife. I got to see California
Wait,
condors when they were still endangered. There was one preserve where you could see them in the wild.
you got to see scorpions? Did they sing "Rock You Like a Hurricane"?
As soon as you set it up, I knew exactly the joke you were going for. I knew right where you were going. Uh, no, I've not seen scorpions. Although a few weeks ago I did go see Styx and Foreigner. I actually the vlog for that is almost done being edited. It'll probably go up this week. There's some great clips of me, Rip, Delmy, and ZPB all singing along to a bunch of the songs at that show, because honestly, it's one of those shows where like you just suddenly realize like, oh, I know a million songs by this band. I would have never thought to go see this band, but it turns out I know most of their catalog. And I mean, really, all that matters is that Styx played Mr. Roboto. That's what I went for.
Why did I keep thinking that Foreigner was the band that made Slow Ride?
Oh, they weren't, but I definitely know who that was.
Foghat. It was Foghat. I keep thinking it's
That's
Foreigner for
that's why you
some
keep
reason.
thinking that's why you keep thinking Foreigner, and that makes total sense. Those names are very similar.
Foreigner is the one that made Jukebox Hero.
Yep, Jukebox Hero, Cold as Ice, which I only knew from Job from Arrested Development singing it. Hero Robotics says yes, words that look like they're the same.
Yeah.
Bands that don't necessarily
Oh,
sound the same, but actually don't sound that dissimilar, really. Um, but yeah, Job from Arrested Development singing "Cold as Ice." I snuck that into the vlog. Spoiler alert. When it gets to that song on the set, I was like, I gotta have the clip from Arrested Development in here. Um, and then let's see, what else was good on that? Oh, I mean, Styx, of course, does "Come Sail Away," which is a mega hit, which I only heard for the first time when Cartman sang it on a South Park soundtrack.
oh my God.
I, I didn't even know you liked South Park.
I mean, I'm specifically of the generation when they came right at the right moment. Like South Park was
Yeah.
new, like my first or second year of middle school. And I mean, you
I
talk about
was
a show custom built for middle schoolers.
I wasn't even in school yet. I
Well, I
don't
mean, you
think
are
I
10,
was.
yeah, I
Maybe
mean, you're 10 years younger than me. That would track. That makes sense. Because I would have only been in the sixth or seventh grade, so you'd have had 3 or 4 more years before you would have started. But yeah,
I
yeah, it was a weird concert to be at because it's not one I ever would have chosen. And Delmy and Rip just kind of hijacked me and ZPB and said, "We're going to this show."
that just honestly that doesn't really seem like Delmi's kind of music.
You know what's weird? Delmy has only in her life been to 3 concerts. This was her third. Her first
Wow.
concert
Uh,
was also Foreigner. She went
Oh
with
huh.
wow.
Rip just a few years back. Her second concert was Kiss, which was
Was
also a
that
Rip
with
thing.
Uncle Ripa?
Yeah, oh yeah, always. But yeah, let's see. Bobby, what was your first concert?
I the only concert I ever been to was Daughtry.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
It was for a celebration of my high school graduation.
Oh, that's cool. I skipped my accidentally skipped my own high school graduation party because my parents were surprising me with it, so I didn't know it was happening. And I took off with some friends to go see Green Day, No Doubt, and Blink 182.
Oh my
Lucky.
goodness.
Yeah, that was I was lucky right up until I got home. My parents were real mad.
How bad were they?
It was right before cell phones. So like they literally had just no idea how to get a hold of me, but like I took off with my friends all the time. So I'd had my
Yeah.
graduation ceremony that morning and told them like, "Hey, I'm gonna go hang out with a couple of my buddies." And they said, "Oh yeah, sure, sure. We'll see you around dinner time." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." But like, I always bailed if I was hanging out with friends. Actually, funny story. One of those friends, Brian, was the drummer in my punk band at the time, and he is now the person who runs RPM Fest, where I wrestled last weekend.
Hydraulic sandwich, right?
That's right.
The lead singer is a female, correct? Because I
Uh,
kind of
after
tried to
that was
check
that
out.
was after I left the band. She came in.
Ah,
When I was
I
there was
wasn't
a
sure.
lead singer named Eric. Yeah, there's very few hydraulic sandwich clips from my era that are online, but they can be found. There's one where we got kicked out of our high school talent show.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah,
Oh no.
they told us what songs we could or couldn't play, and we didn't take kindly to that. So we played the song that they approved, um, and then proceeded to just play two more songs for the hell of it, sort of like a medley. And when that was done, we were the only band on the talent show, and it's hard to beat a band on a talent show because we're so loud and it's crazy. So we were getting a great reaction, so we just said fuck it, and we started playing the song we weren't supposed to play anyway. And our vice principal, the sound kids were friends of ours because we were all music department nerds. The principal kicked in the door to the sound booth and cut the power to the auditorium, which is super dangerous because he cut all the lights to the auditorium. So like
Wow.
people in attendance walking around could have been hurt. And
Wow.
what's worse is our drums weren't mic'd and our amps were plugged in by extension cords that went back into the band room. So the guitars and drums just kept going. The only thing that cut out was the microphone. And the song we were playing was a song that was popular at our school at that time. It was a Reliant K song, some pop punk song, and the crowd started singing for us, and they did
Oh
not
my
like that.
goodness.
Yeah, it was a whole to do. I was the only one not in high school anymore. I was in my first year of college, but like I was in college in town. Like we had, I lived in the same town my college was in. So the rest of them were all still high schoolers there. So I just came back to play the song with them. They all got suspended, and I got nothing because I wasn't a student then.
He doesn't
Wow.
even go here.
Exactly. I'm getting my band kicked out. I'm not even a student.
Was your band upset?
Um, we had all kind of decided that we were going to do it anyway. So I think they kind of knew the risks. And in fact, Brian's dad was our sort of our band manager. Like he had built a whole recording studio in their basement for us and, really like kind of helped us take care of like band management stuff. And he knew we were going to do it. So even he, like the clip of it that's on YouTube, he's the one recording with the camera and you can hear him after the school cop and the vice principal come on stage to physically remove us from the stage. The camera goes down, and you can hear him say to Brian's mom, "I'll be right back," because he knew what was going on. Yeah, and we got to the back, and it was just like the principal yelled at everyone, and I'm like, "Oh well, I'm gonna start wrapping up my cords here and just ignore him because I don't go here." And he was real mad at me. He
do
was
you
like, "You
still
should know better."
do you still play guitar?
From time to time, I don't play as much as I should. I'm pretty good, and I mean good enough that I played in a couple bands that toured. Um, but you just end up with less time as you get older, and especially with with wrestling and having to stay in shape, and then streaming and making content and doing 3D printing and work on the house. Like I just never have the time.
and be and be tormented by your two favorite people in the whole wide world?
My mods, yeah.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I don't know
Okay.
that the music world is missing a whole lot with me not being super involved anymore. I will say I have considered like one of these days doing a live stream where I just don't tell anyone ahead of time. And then when you tune in, I'm gonna have the guitar out and I'm just gonna do a bunch of
Oh, you
songs.
gotta well, you gotta let me and Joey know since we're your mods.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Come
you
on,
two will
man.
have to know. I mean, I assumed that your Perry senses would go off and you would just know.
Yeah.
Right.
There's,
Oh, by the
there's.
way, Joey, I do not have a girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That girl you were talking to, Bobby. How's that going, bud?
Oh, for crying out
She's
loud.
been busy.
Oh, playing hard to get. I
Oh,
see. Come on,
oh my
Bobby.
good.
Go get him,
Be
Patrick.
careful, Joey. She is in the Discord.
Wait, she is? Oh, dang. All right.
Oh my-
Hey, she's in the Discord. That's a
Yeah.
good step.
Yeah, come on, Bobby. There, you got her in the
Oh
Discord,
my
man.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
like first base for Gen Xers. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
She
a
joined my
millennial,
Discord.
Perry.
Are
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah,
technically a
actually,
millennial?
Yeah, that was millennials are from 81 to
It's like
97.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Delmi's technically a millennial, even though she will tell you all day that she's Gen Z. She's not. And I think she
she's not
actually
I am
Gen
a
knows
Z.
it.
year I'm a year older than Delmy.
Man, all you youngins.
Yeah. Oh, Perry. Okay, sorry. So I wanted to ask this, just because I keep forgetting to. Um, like, so you met your wife in California, right?
Nope. Met her at UMass
So
Amherst.
wait, what?
Met her at UMass when I was in college.
Oh, wait. Okay. Then never mind. I was gonna say, because like, how did you convince her to move from California back to Mass?
We're both from Massachusetts. She
Yeah. Okay.
actually
So
did the
it makes more
convincing.
sense now.
She did the convincing for me to move back. And it was for a bunch of reasons. It's really expensive in California. So, like moving out here, we were able to buy a house, and my mortgage every month is less than my rent was in California, like considerably less.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Hero Botic in the chat really wants to point out that I met my wife through him, which is absolutely true.
Oh yeah,
Here,
you mentioned like she was in like a comedy group or something.
yep. And Hirobotic was the really, I think you could say the lone founder of that troupe, although there's a couple other people that could easily be thrown into the mix in that conversation, who were, co-founders, but one of the sole founders of that sketch group, and she was in that group, and I was kind of the like adjunct member, like I was never at rehearsals, I was never written into anything. But I would, yeah, Cozy. Yeah, you're right. Our friend Cozy is definitely, if there's anyone who is the sole founder, it's Cozy. Cozy lives in LA now. He rules. One of my favorite people. But uh, I was like an adjunct member. Like I was never at rehearsals. I was never written into anything. I was certainly never listed as being a part of the group. But they
Yeah.
never had a show that I wasn't somehow made a part of. I was often brought in to play guitar on like comedy songs. Um, yeah, Hero Botic, yeah, definitely original cast. I was brought in to do music stuff. I was brought in to be in like video sketches quite a bit. Um, uh, my probably my favorite thing that I ever did in that troupe was I, excuse me, came in when Hero Botic and I had started our band Sofa versus Couch, and I came in,
Still the craziest name ever.
I came in and sat down with the guitar. I think we wrote Sofa versus Couch on the whiteboard that was behind us. And he gave a big speech about how we wanted to let our hair down and do something new. And I put my hair down because I still had the long hair then. And I proceeded to start playing the Smoking Popes song Brand New Hairstyle. And the two of us, yeah, I think there's actually video of this on YouTube. The two of us sang it together
Oh,
as Hirobotic slowly revealed that in his pocket he had a hair trimmer and proceeded to
Oh
shave
my
his
god.
head during the song.
oh
And not really finishing the job, like only mostly shaving it. It didn't work that well. And it was like 2 or 3
my
days before he
goodness.
finished the job. Like he showed up to class a couple times with his hair still only partly done.
Oh my, it's like, dude, you gotta commit to the bit, man.
That was I think that's the commit. I think showing up with a partly shaved head, that's commitment.
I was gonna mention something because you kind of mentioned that they were retiring Max D.
Hmm.
I think that's actually a pretty good fit because ain't no one gonna be able to match what Tom Mitz did in that truck.
Right? Like anyone else is just going to be trying to live up to what he did. And
Right?
that's unfair to the driver, frankly. I mean, you're going to ask someone to live up to one of the greatest to ever do it. I mean, at least like with the Anderson kids over at the Gravedigger crew, like they're family with Dennis Anderson. Like they can, I mean, also
Well,
they can
there's
all,
been a few.
they also all
There's a
drive
few
like maniacs.
drivers, right? But there's also a few drivers that aren't a part of the Anderson family.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, and they've had some legends join the team. Gary Porter, who was
Tom
originally the
Mitz
Carolina
actually once
Crusher.
drove.
Hmm.
Tom Mitz actually once drove Gravedigger once. I
Yep.
remember that.
Yep. Well, and having Gary Porter there, he's one of the original OGs of monster trucks with the Carolina Crusher, and then they had Charlie Pocken, Chuck Pocken, who was the original owner and driver of Excalibur back in the day. He's a longtime Gravedigger driver.
He
Um,
still drives Gravedigger.
yeah, from time to time. He's also been on a few other teams I've noticed. They kind of jump him around to where he's needed, which with his level of experience makes total sense. Like, you can put him anywhere and he's going to do a great job.
Oh, did you see the new redesign for Wild Thing?
I did not. Oh, I'm
You
excited to
don't
see
want to
it.
see it.
Oh no, is it bad?
No, no, you're not.
Oh no, I did see
Yeah,
this.
it's
It's the USA one, and they just slapped Wild Thing on the side of it. It's the rally truck.
yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, terrible, terrible. Really, really phoning it in.
Of all trucks, why Wild Thing?
Yeah, yeah, a real mess. All right, guys. I'm gonna jump off the call, and then I'm gonna do one more race, and I'm gonna call it a stream. But it was awesome chatting with you guys. We'll for sure
Heck
do it again
yeah.
sometime.
I gotta go get something to eat anyway. Dinner's been
I'm
done for a while.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys hop off here, and
yep.
yeah, I'm gonna do one more race to finish off the stream, and I'll be back on tomorrow.
Oh, I have one request, Perry. Can you please when you post it to YouTube, can you please put like featuring Joey Nails or whatever in the title?
Featuring Joey Nails and Bobby.
I
I
can
don't
I
care about
can
Bobby. I only care about myself.
I can make that happen.
Yay! All right, yay! My birthday is complete.
All right. Happy birthday, Joey.
uh, Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. See you guys. All right. I've jumped off, and my game is jumping out of screen again. All right. Here we go. Blowing it back up. Take just a second. I saw we had a boss fight lined up, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to do that. Oh my. Oh my. I've got quite the weird display things happening on my screen here. Hang with me while I fix this. Should take just a minute. All right. I think we're mostly there. Yeah, we're almost there. We've almost fixed my technical difficulties. What a weird way to end the stream. I'm just trying to make sure I can still see the chat. All right, I've lost visibility on the chat, so whatever anyone says, I'm going to miss for the last little bit here. But that said, we got one more race to do. We got a boss saved up, and I think we should go take him out. Where was he? There was a boss fight somewhere. I think it was on one of the others. It might have been Alaska. No, not Alaska. It was definitely Colorado then. Let's see. Where was it? Might have been in Death Valley. No, not there. Try this one. No, not there. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. I'm right. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, the recently discontinued Bakugan Dragonoid. All right, we're gonna unlock Dragonoid, and then we're gonna call it a stream. This one was a weird experimental thing going on, having Joey Nails and Bobby Gilbert, two regular viewers and chatters on the stream, having them more or less IRL, having them on the call. All right, we gotta catch up to him here. We gotta. All right, okay, we're making it happen now. Took the lead on him. Okay, gaining those points. Gotta hit that minimum point count. So, oh man, this is stressful. These races really get to be stressful. It was fun getting to tell some stories from the old sketch troupe, the old "Don't Make a Scene." Yeah, I may who knows, maybe one day we'll find some video clips from that. Maybe I'll have Herobotic on and we'll talk people through some of that. At least the brand new hairstyle clip I think would be fun. But for sure, you can bet that Herobotic's going to be on an upcoming vlog episode because we're going to be hitting up the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks live tour this weekend. That should be a lot of fun. Always fun to see Bigfoot live. I mean, the other trucks are great. There's no denying it. But man, just something about seeing the original, the king of monster trucks. And I'm still undecided on what I'm doing for the stream tomorrow. We might play some Monster Truck Destruction because that's sort of the Bigfoot monster truck game. Or I might just throw on BeamNG and we'll play inside the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Arena that I downloaded with Bigfoot and a few of the other trucks that might be there. Although I haven't seen many of the Monster Trucks Live trucks created for that game. Like I feel like they're definitely there, but I've yet to find them. Man, I gotta get more points here. I am not nearly at the point level that I need to be. I think those dragon-shaped ones are probably worth more. That one, grab those. Watching that ticker. I don't wanna I don't wanna get that close and not hit the number because I know we're getting toward the end of the race here. Oh, I think we did it. We crossed the number. We did it. All right. Now I can just safely maintain this lead and get to the finish line, and I think we're good. I keep running into something there. Wow, he is way behind me. There's the finish. All right. That's let's see. We got to see any and all that we unlocked here. We reached the score. We beat Dragonoid, Bakugan Dragonoid. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Killing it over here, you guys. All right, we unleashed Bakugan Dragonoid. We got that thing. We got that thing. We got the medal for that. Heck yeah. I want to see the I want to see we won that other livery here. I want to see that real quick. Oh, we got a few. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Well, this is the one. All right, now that I got that up, we're going to call that our stream for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you to Joey Nails and for Bobby Gilbert hopping on. Thanks to Hero Robotics sharing some cool memories in the chat. I will be back on tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Got to make sure it's Eastern. Apparently, that's real important. But I'll be back on tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Still undecided on what I'm going to play. You know what? If you see this before 9 p.m. tomorrow, go ahead and tweet me at Perry Von Vicious. I'm thinking either Monster Truck Destruction or possibly BeamNG with the monsters. One or the other is kind of what I'm feeling, but who knows? Might come up with another idea. Until next time, take care. Thanks for hanging out.